become best friends?
Yup.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
Big part of friendship.
I like you. Do you like me?
I do like you.
You are my friend.
You're a nice young man, and I am your friend.
Shut up, Pete. We're not friends now. I don't need you anymore.
You're my best friend.
Friend requests.
The friend request?
Why you ain't accept my friend request, bro? But you don't want to be my friend.
Hello, requesties! It's me, your host, Chloe Maddren. Welcome to the show. If you're a first-time listener, hi! What's up? Welcome. It's nice to see you. Go back to the start of the whole podcast if you want to really get to know me, my guests. Everything's pretty evergreen, so you can do that if you want. Also, we have a Patreon with bonus content if you want. It's $5. Not bad, all right? My comedy special's up on there. And if you're an old listener, sorry for calling you old. And also, welcome back. Today's episode was a delight. Honestly, it was a bit of a motor mouth. So was my guest. We were both just yapping, and it was so much fun. We didn't really get into the friendship stuff until later into the record, but it was all very fun, interesting, great stuff. If you disagree, let me know in the comments, all right? We can have a fight. I don't mean that. I literally love you so much. Anyway, enjoy today's episode with the very funny, dear friend, hilarious comic, wonderful guy on the internet, Aleks Milinkovic. I'm going to have to bleep the hell out of this just for YouTube.
Cut all this out.
I can.
Please cut all that out. What is this podcast? What do I do?
So it's about friendship pretty
Yes.
broadly.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything. I'm very happy to lead it. It is my podcast.
Okay, that's so good.
I take plenty of notes beforehand. Don't look at them.
No, it's
Don't
about
look
me.
At them. Yeah, if I want to, if I need prompts, but we just can talk. We play sleepover games. It's
Okay.
This is great for first time listeners as well.
This is
Clearly,
fantastic.
You haven't listened.
I don't listen to anyone's podcast. Don't feel slighted.
Do you listen to any podcasts?
I listen to.
Hang on.
Would you find something? I listen to like one podcast, and it might be mine. Like I think I spent a lot of time editing our podcast.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is kind of it. Podcast.
Yeah.
I just turn on. I used to listen to a lot.
What
but
about
I-
you got comfortable in your own fucking thoughts? What the hell?
No, I hate going through the entire day and I haven't had a single thought.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Totally.
I haven't had a single
it's
thought all
great.
day. And because I used to listen to all these comedy podcasts and the Joe Rogans and all that. And at the end of the day, I would just be like, I have so many thoughts that aren't mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would
Yeah.
come home like frustrated about CNN. I'm like, it's not even a channel in Australia.
Yeah, that's very understandable. I have to take breaks for,
You know?
for real. Yeah.
I've tried to listen to audiobooks, but it doesn't do anything.
Like it doesn't block the thoughts, or you're just not into audiobooks?
I'm just not into, I don't think I'm into, like nothing. I feel like I'm wasting time. Nothing's going in,
Yeah, right.
you know?
Right.
Because it feels like the healthier option. But like, I'm just
Totally.
like, I'd rather, it doesn't feel the same as like reading the actual thing.
Can you read the actual thing?
Excuse me?
Sorry.
I'm very smart.
I believe you. You are. You're an
I can read.
intellectual.
I just don't like it, but I can read. Dude, you don't even fucking know. I listen. I read many spirituality books.
Wow.
Don't fucking.
Eckhart Tolle.
Not Eckhart Tolle. I haven't gotten onto Eckhart Tolle. That might be
Okay.
too advanced for me. I'm an Alan Watts
Yeah,
guy.
no, you're right. Yeah. Good.
Big Alan Watts
is
dude.
great.
I'm a huge Alan Watts fan.
Good.
In fact, that's actually what I would rather be doing if being like a philosopher was still like a thing you could do.
Duh.
You know?
Sorry.
No, but you're right.
That was a very real reaction.
But how sick would it be to just be like,
Yeah.
these are just my thoughts, my musings about life.
That's pretty much how I treat stand-up anyways, and that's why I'm bombing.
Yeah, same. Like how all of us be like, well, here's my thoughts, my musings.
Like, that's not a joke, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Philosophy is comedy without having to make it funny.
Yeah.
And
No pressure.
It would just be so sick to just not have to make everything funny.
Be awesome.
Because you used to just be able to be on like a mountain back in the day and be like,
Listen.
isn't life weird?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people
yeah,
would be like,
yeah.
life is weird. And you didn't have to add anything to it.
You can still do that, but the problem is, I think that the jig is up. Everyone realizes that people don't know shit about fuck, and it's embarrassing to be like, I know.
It's embarrassing to know stuff.
It's super embarrassing to know
It
stuff.
is actually-
no. I don't know about that. I think it's embarrassing to think you know stuff.
Maybe that's the better way to do it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because no one wants to be a self-proclaimed philosopher.
Exactly.
Like, even me saying this now of being I would rather be a philosopher, that's embarrassing.
It's super embarrassing. Okay. Where I put my vape?
You're
there
right.
it is. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, because back in the day, you didn't need qualifications. You just needed to be this is the guy that does it. You didn't need to go to uni for it or anything. I'm talking about like Plato and shit, where it's like you were just the biggest guy. You had to be like, wrestle me, prove me wrong.
I do feel like nepotism played a part in that back then.
Oh, yeah.
I think like from my readings.
Please, let's make this an intellectual podcast.
Fuck. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of like kind of the son of someone is who we're looking at, because
I think that sounds right.
that's when fame was kind of born back then, right?
That's when fame was fame.
Yeah.
Pre-Me Too. Pre-Me Too by 4,000 years. That shit
anything.
rocked. Well, yeah, that was also when you could go up to like if you saw Plato, I'm pretty sure you could go up to him and be like, can I be a student of yours?
Yeah.
And then he would be like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
And then you just are now in that class.
Yeah.
The philosopher class. But then they got chased out of Athens as well. People started getting sick of it. Yeah. Which you
Everything's
would.
cyclical. Everything's happening.
Everything is so cyclical. 'Cause
saw-
you just get bored of people being like, what is God? What is consciousness?
Oh my God, so true.
You know?
I am at that point again, I think, in life where I'm getting pretty apathetic. I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah, no one cares anymore.
Oh, well, whatever.
Have fun. I'm like, a bag of chips is $6. Can't. God doesn't exist anymore. It's just once the immediate survival thing is there, no one gives a shit.
Do you know what I did today? I went to the doctor's. So, Doc.
Getting your dumb pills? Which fucking stupid cunt. Fucking.
Fuck you.
No, what were you?
I said, okay, first of all, I said, Doc, I need an ultrasound. Again, I know I got a referral for 6 months ago. I didn't go because I kind of forgot and whatever. But I still think there might be a problem. I need it. Also, I've been working out like crazy for a year and I haven't lost any weight. Like, what the hell, can we get me Ozempic, whatever? And he was
Sure.
like, eat less.
He hit you with the eat less.
He hit me with the eat less.
Whoa, that's wild.
Which was very funny. And then as I continued to rattle on 7 other things, I'm like, what about this surgery? Can we have it? What are we doing? Like, can we do it? He was just like, have you been tested for ADHD?
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't even have to ask. And I was like, no.
Have you been?
No.
Whoa.
And he's like, I'm going to refer you because of this. And then he goes, also, the medication will help with weight loss. I was like, doctor, please.
Well, yeah, because you stop eating. That's what it
Yeah.
does, right?
Yeah, it's meth.
It's meth.
Yeah.
That's a bad doctor. You have a shit doctor.
I know. And also, he's well aware of my like disordered eating past and to just be like, eat less.
Bro, that's fucked. Me and Bowden were talking about this, which is I think we're going to look back on this time how we looked back on cocaine. You know how doctors used to prescribe cocaine? I think we're going to look back on this time with like Ritalin and shit like that and Dexies.
Yeah, I don't think that's even going to be, I mean, people are already looking at it like that.
Are we?
Yeah?
Because
No?
everyone I know is on Dexies.
I can't wait.
Me too.
I'm going to do it.
That's the thing. I went to a doctor for the ADHD because he thinks I have OCD.
Oh, I definitely am self-diagnosed OCD, but
Yeah.
like, you know.
I'm basing mine off of, Michelle. Has she done? Michelle's done the podcast.
Yeah.
Michelle Azevedo.
Yeah.
I'm basing my OCD off of hers because I went through like this big spiral and I was like, oh, I know Michelle is fucking riddled with mental illness. Maybe I have one of the ones that she has. And I called her up and described my symptoms and she was like, oh, you have what I've had probably for my
The
entire
intrusive
life.
thought OCD sort of
Deep
stuff.
intrusive thought
Right,
OCD where it's
right,
like you
right,
hold
right.
on to a thought and then you have to follow it all the way down.
That stuff is scary.
Yeah.
I've dated a man with that and it was not fun.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Call me in the middle of the night. Are you a whore that my friends are paying?
Whoa, that's deeply intrusive.
I
Holy
wish.
shit.
I'm doing this for free for some fucking reason.
That's, yeah, okay, well, I mean, who's to say who was right? I feel like I've gotten a better hold on it. Do you have the intrusive?
No.
Your lights?
I am not lights, but like wash hands, specific, like constantly. But it's not a germ thing. I'm like grossed out by germs, but also like, I'll kiss my cat on pretty close to the mouth.
Ew.
It's like, don't touch my head or my hair, pretty much ever.
Okay. Interesting.
yeah.
Is that an OCD thing?
I'm very particular about sort of things. It seems to be from the people I've spoken to who have been diagnosed. There's a lot of that, like, the germophobia that isn't logical.
Okay.
It's completely that. And it's amped up when I'm more stressed. Poor Jacob, if he washes the dishes and then tries to touch me afterwards, I'm like, no.
Oh, shit. Okay. Because I tell you what, Beck was saying she had an interesting take on it.
Yeah.
Do you have any ethnic in you at all? You pure
Grandparents
white.
were both orphans on my mum's side.
Oh, so
but they're pretty white.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But Nana, very dark. We don't know why.
Really?
We don't know why.
She's done a 23andMe?
No.
No?
No, we should.
That's because Beck's therapist was like asking about me, which is a great sign.
Love that.
And she was like, "How's his journey or whatever going?" And she's like, "Yeah, he's gonna probably start seeing someone soon, like a therapist or whatever." There's a doctor told him he might have OCD, and he was like, "Is he ethnic by any chance?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, does he have like WOG something? And she was like, "Yeah, he's Serbian," and he's like, "That's interesting." He's like, because a lot of the time, OCD and ADHD presents itself in ethnics in a way it doesn't in other people.
Interesting.
Because what it actually is so it's I fucked it up. So basically, it's the OCD, the hypochondria, because I've mad hypochondria. When I think I've got something, it's like a full 3-month mission to like get out of my head about
Scary.
it. That presents, he's like, it could be a symptom of OCD, or a lot of times in ethnics, it's actually depression, but you can't. But because
You're not allowed to be depressed.
But because we have such a weird relationship with being sad, that it has to we try and manifest it into something physical.
Yeah.
So we can go like, well, I can fix this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I can't do the mental thing.
Yeah, okay.
And that is, I don't know how much weight that holds, but I like the idea of it because it does feel like when I'm super stressed, that's when it happens the most.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm actually just depressive.
Oh.
You know?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good.
I'm killing it.
Perfect.
But no, I went to my doctor about it, and he gave me he's like, do you want to do it without meds? And I was like, I would love to do it without meds.
Yeah.
And he was like, good for you. He was like, good. And I'm like, thank you for not trying to push it on me.
Oh,
you know?
It's very nice when they do it. I was diagnosed with bipolar like 5 years ago, and my psychiatrist was just, I basically told her, I was like, with disordered eating sort of stuff, I really don't want any meds that will like cause weight gain and all of this stuff that will make that worse. Also, you know, I try to use the energy well. I've been in therapy since I was 9.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Not at the moment though. It's too expensive.
Do you like therapy? Yeah.
I have done. I don't know. It feels more like work. It's kind of like the gym, but I like the gym a lot more.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
I can see that.
It's like, ugh, we got to go. And then you get out and you're like, well, that's good, but also I'm kind of emotionally exhausted.
Yeah, I've always I always feel like if I went to therapy, I wouldn't have anything to say.
That's crazy. You can talk.
No, I know. But like this, I can. But
Yeah.
it's like, it feels weird to be like, go in and there's an hour where they just like,
Yeah.
the floor is yours.
I can understand that. I think
I need back and forth. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Totally. Well, I think you find the right therapist, they'll do that with you.
Yeah.
I've definitely had moments where I've gone because it's been like a pressing, like PTSD specific thing, and to go in with this is fucked and I need to stop it is helpful, because you're not just going in and being like, I don't know.
Sure.
How was my childhood? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing.
helps.
The whole like going back into the childhood, I'm like, we're not doing this. Like,
Well,
I'm like, you're not going to get me to snitch on my parents.
Yeah.
That's how it feels the
That's
entire
so
time.
cute.
Where it's like, what did your dad do? What did your mom do? It's like,
Shut the fuck up.
they did what they had to
They
do.
did the best, all
They
right?
did the best they possibly
could've.
fucking could. You leave their names out of your fucking mouth.
I love that so much. There is more research these days to say that it may not actually be that helpful to be going back into the past shit.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
That you're just like reopening
Yeah.
scabs.
Which
And
I
it's like-
can attest to from being out of therapy for the last few years, 2.5 years, I'd say. Oh, don't linger on that shit a lot.
Yeah?
Like, I don't know. My relationship with my parents are better.
Right. 'Cause I guess that makes sense because you're like not like putting your mind back into the room.
Yeah.
And so you just, I guess, just sort of like remove yourself from it. Am
Yeah.
I getting it?
I think so. I think if you've got like a really big wound that you need to heal, then that would be helpful. And
Sure.
a lot of people are just going through their life trying to mimic the environment that they grew up in, which if it was a really fucking bad environment is really dangerous.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sure, that can be helpful. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for the most part where it's like, I don't know, my parents worked all the time and I didn't get enough attention. It's like, okay, move on.
Yeah.
Let's get the attention somewhere else. Go do stand-up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Or it's like, or better yet, just shut the fuck up for a little bit. Like, not everything has to be about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there is one of those, I get that. Do you ever get to the point where you go, maybe I should just shut the fuck up for a little bit?
Yeah, Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm so happy to not be in therapy now. Because especially doing a podcast and editing your own podcast.
Yeah.
It's like me. And then clips of stand-up. It's also me. And then doing the stand-up and doing the writing for the stand-up. And it's a privilege. It's a beautiful, it's a wonderful job.
Please understand.
I'm so
I feel
grateful.
lucky every day.
But yeah, I get so sick of myself.
Yeah, same.
So deeply. Does it make you upset?
It doesn't make me upset, I don't think.
Okay.
I think I just, like, I have moments where I need to, like, mentally hibernate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where it's like, brother, for the next 3 months, I just need to fucking turn off.
Yeah, that sounds like a good response to that.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's okay.
Totally. My response is,
Is that
I
what self-care
hate me.
is?
Yeah.
Your response is, I hate me.
Yeah. It goes so extreme. I'll just be like, showing myself so much, and then it just gets to a point where I'm like, I guess I'm a disgusting little piece of garbage.
I'll tell you what that is. I've had that. And it feels like, when you say a word too many times, it stops making sense. When you only see you.
Yeah.
This is why, ideally, if I ever get to buy a house, no mirrors in the house. Genuinely, my kid, I'm going to do with my kid what we got with phones, where it's like, you're not allowed a mirror until you're 15 years old.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Ooh, okay. Your kid might be ugly.
it doesn't matter. The kid doesn't have, no one wants a sexy kid.
That's a good point. You don't want your kid to be sexy
Be
at
a
all.
kid. Just be a kid. Don't worry about how you look or how you're perceived.
Wow.
Because I spend so much time seeing myself.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, sometimes I'll look at myself in the mirror and be like, oh, it'll be disappointing. Like, that's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
It's not okay.
It's not, but because I see so much of
Yeah.
myself, that I'm just like, oh my God, this cunt again.
Yeah. Oh, we have a wall of mirrors in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And great, sexy. Oh, so
Sure,
fun.
totally.
So upsetting.
Yeah.
So upsetting. Every angle, every morning, every day. Like
Yeah.
when it was noticeable when I moved in here, I was just like, I'm gonna smash them. I'm gonna smash the
Yeah,
fucking
you have
mirrors.
to.
I want to paint them black.
Yeah. Put
Chalk?
curtains over
It'd be
them.
fun. Yeah. Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's so awful.
I feel genuinely, that's my, like, because I get to leave the house, put a hat on, put a shirt on, consider thongs. You know what I mean? Like, am I going to go open toe or closed toe today? That's like all the thoughts. But living with a partner now and seeing like all the shit that you have to like check off mentally as a girl just to go outside, I'm like, this is too much perception of your own self. Terrible for the brain.
Not good for the brain.
So bad.
And it's so annoying too because people will always be like, just don't do that. Just don't wear makeup or whatever. The world is a very different place to a woman without makeup on.
Yeah.
Holy moly. And I'd love to be like, oh, it's just that they're less nice. Like, no.
It's
bad.
Yeah, you
On
reckon?
stage, I just, like, I'll do it sometimes, super rarely for certain gigs. It'll be okay, but it's just not the same. People don't feel comfortable.
Really? What's the feeling that you get from people?
Well, I think it's probably also largely to do with the kind of stuff that I do, and when so much of it can be darker and about my real life, like autobiographical sort of like, yeah, okay, this could get sad, but we're making it funny. I think I need to do as much as I can to present like I'm okay.
Okay.
Otherwise,
right.
you know.
So if you feel like you look disheveled,
Exactly.
people will be like, "Oh, it's
She's
gone
not okay.
terribly."
Yeah, and now we're actually worried. So if she's going to joke about, cooked shit happening to her, then we're actually worried.
Right.
And that we want to be as far away from that as possible.
Okay, that makes sense on stage, I guess, a little bit. Do you find it's different in day to day if you go outside? Like, are people less nice to you? That's crazy. If that's, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess I can see why.
because I look like shit without makeup.
No, dipshit. No, I mean, I mean, like, this sounds. I'm trying to piece the thought together. Where like, it feels like everyone is so made up and done up all the time that if you're the one that decided not to today, you're actually giving something up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a weird way.
Yeah, it is nice though. I don't wear makeup except for podcasts and gigs. So like I'm walking around every day without makeup on very happily and comfortably.
And people are like throwing vegetables and shit.
They're puking in the street actually.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm wreaking havoc. But no, it's nice to also just like not, because you know it's nice to be a little bit more. I mean, I'm really beautiful. So we gotta kind of tone it down a little sometimes.
Give the other chicks a chance at the cafe.
No. But yeah, it's just less. It's just a little less.
Yeah.
Less nice.
No, I'm trying to, because you know you always put yourself in that and you go like, if people were nicer to me when I wore makeup, would I wear makeup all the time? Because like I'm trying to think like if there's a male equivalent, and I don't think there is.
What about even just dressing up? Like
I think dressing up as a dude is so complicated. Because I think it's like...
True, because then there's a class level to it,
Yeah.
for sure.
If
like
you
you're
dress
wearing a
up,
suit and a watch.
I think there's some assumptions where it's like, who is this cunt? Are you a real estate agent? Sort of. It very rarely like, oh, you just like to dress like this. You look good. It's you must be a douchebag.
Damn, that's a great point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because why would you go out like this? There's like I think if you dress up as a dude, people assume that you're a motherfucker. I think. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you're better off the more dressed down you are.
Wow.
You need to. There needs to be like a middle band.
I was about to say there's a sweet spot because
where you look like you're not trying.
Yeah. But not like people will get upset if you look like you don't have a house.
Yes. Yeah. So it's not exactly the same, but it's probably as close as we're gonna get. Because I always wonder, I'm like, if I was jacked, would people be nicer to me?
I don't think so.
Like if I was massive, like intimidatingly big,
I think
like would people be nicer to me just out of fear?
I think girls would be less nice to you.
You think so?
I don't know.
I think dudes would be a lot nicer though.
Dudes would probably be nicer.
Dudes would definitely
Boys
be
love
nicer.
a muscly guy.
Yeah, we love that shit. We
It's
we
just
love
for
a
you
bigger
guys.
man.
You really do.
We love to psychologically cuck ourselves and be like, oh, a bigger guy.
Big fella.
What's going on, big fella?
Yeah. Oh, you guys love that.
Yeah, that sentence alone I live for.
It's weird.
You think girls would be not as nice? Do you think then they assume I'm vain or something like that?
There's definitely that assumption. And also vain and shallow, which are two different things.
Okay.
Okay. One's
Yes.
internal, one's external.
Okay.
But I don't know. I might be putting my own shit on there and I may be very wrong. Please, listeners, in the comments, let us know if you would be mad or excited if Aleks was ripped.
If I was like
Ripped her.
as big as possible.
Ripped her.
No. The boys let himself go a little bit.
Oh, shut up.
There's a reason the shirt's baggy. I called Jacob Lingard fat on fucking on the weekend.
I'm glad you brought it
and
up.
he came back with like 4 things that I have not recovered from.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you're still thinking about it because he's still thinking about
Is
it
he?
as well. And this is something I wanted to bring up.
Please.
That I wanted to talk about. You boys,
Yes.
the way that you talk to each other
Yes.
is fucking horrific.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you can't call someone fat. Like
It's fun. It's fun.
It's mean.
No, but it's fun.
What's the purpose? What is the purpose?
I want to say I don't think it was apropos of nothing. We were all like
Apparently
6
it
beers
was.
deep.
Okay.
I want to say it was in retaliation to something.
I think you started it.
But maybe I started it. It doesn't matter. The point is sometimes you need friction to get a fire going. And when you're at a table and you feel like there's not a bunch of energy there, You throw something down the lane, see if something sticks.
Fucking hell.
Get something going. And I'll tell you what, it worked. This is the fun. The initial strike was probably a little bit far, but what it then culminated into was a good time for like 6 or 7 people.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And what do you think the impact, do you think it's had an impact on your friendship now?
I actually think it's probably strengthened our friendship.
You think it's strengthened your friendship?
I
You got to
would-
speak to Jacob.
I would be surprised if it didn't strengthen our friendship, because that led then to an arm wrestle. It also, which we were were like neck and neck in the
Yeah?
It was tie.
That's good.
So that's.
I'm glad it ended that way.
That was good. Me too. That's what I'm saying. It was a fucking symbolic, like, okay. And also then he got to let out some steam about me that he obviously has subconsciously somewhere. Because I'm not walking away from it genuinely hurt.
Yeah, no. Okay, true.
Was he genuinely hurt?
I don't know. He'll have to answer for himself. I don't know.
I've had this conversation like 4 times in the last week where I'm like,
Did I hurt someone?
did I hurt someone? Because usually this is the thing, because me and Bowden, since we spend so much time together,
Yeah.
it's become like a sibling relationship that the things that we sling at each other sometimes we'll take outside and give it to other people.
Yeah, okay.
And Lingard, in my head was like, he's in the clan.
Of course.
You know?
Of course. And he is.
But you know, sometimes people are going through, you never know. You haven't seen someone for a while. I know this.
I think he's also lost some weight recently. So,
Yeah?
yeah, he's been working.
Can't tell.
Fucking hell. I'm bleeping that.
Cannot tell.
That's fucked. That's so fucked up. Can you imagine if you were talking about me? Would you say that about me? Oh, no. I don't want to hear the answer to this.
Hold on. Let me really think about this. No, I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't. Because I don't think you would be able to like go like, oh, it's fun.
Okay, well, that's an accurate read.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think it's a case-by-case thing.
Yeah.
I think, because Lingard is fiery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know, yeah.
Lingard, in my head, I was like, this will be fun. I say something, he says something. I didn't know it would turn into like a Cold War where it's like, I have to talk to his girlfriend, he has to talk to my girlfriend. And we have to mediate like a peace treaty.
I am seeing Beck tomorrow morning, actually. So
I would love to
assume
resolve
will be
this.
a big topic.
I think it's a case where you go like, I can't do that to that person because it's not, I don't think they would probably appreciate it because it's just not within their personality.
Yeah.
Whereas Lingard
Yeah.
talks shit all the time.
He does not about anyone's bodies. He doesn't. Think about it. Maybe an enemy, but enemies' bodies are fair game.
True, but I always thought between, and I really do consider us family in a lot of ways, between family, body is so on the table.
Wow.
Because this is the thing also, I don't know.
That's actually kind of beautiful. It is.
Because I also grew up in a family where if you were putting on a little bit, mum would just be like, you're fat. And you would be like, yeah.
Yeah, my dad would do that too, but it hurt.
Yeah, see.
I love him. It's okay. Sorry, he listens.
Okay, all right. It never felt like a jab. It always felt like just an autistic brand of, like a Serbian brand of autism, where it was just like, well, this is just what it is. Like, I remember you, like, it used to hurt me when I was like 13. Mum would be like, you've gotten fat. And I'll be like, Mum. And she'll be like, you want me to lie?
No,
like,
I do think that, I was saying just the other day, I think we should bring that back a bit.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think Lingard's fat. For clarity, I don't think Lingard's fat. I think it's a fun thing to. I'll tell you what, especially up above now, they'll be like, "You're fat as fuck." That's fun. Because I think to me, it's funny to be that mean for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that. I also think, honestly, if we're looking at it from a very, very woke perspective, which God knows we will, and we're in a pink pillow fort, like, come on.
Of course.
That's the agenda. It feels like the most body neutral thing you could do is to say someone is fat. It's like, oh, you're taking offense to that. What do you think, that's bad?
Is fat bad?
Yeah, exactly. So...
This is what I'm saying. I think I'm firmly chaotic neutral. Mm-hmm. I exist in no camps.
Yeah, you are.
I exist in no camps. I like to have fun. My only ally is fun. I like fun. That's who I have all the allegiance to. And I say now, I wouldn't have called Lingard fat if I knew it was going to turn into this.
What? A bit of content? Come on, you can't be mad
You're
about
going to clip
that.
this up?
Yeah.
Clip this up?
I'm putting this on my fucking Instagram page.
I like that.
No.
On a podcast about friendship, though, this is good, right?
I think it's a really interesting thing to talk about.
I think it's a good sign of a healthy friendship.
Yeah.
It just, I think, sometimes misses the mark if a person, because to be fair, me and Lingard don't see each other that much.
Not enough.
We don't catch up in a way like that.
Yeah.
That maybe fat as fuck is not on the table. Because that is a problem I'll have. I'll sometimes be overly familiar with people.
No, but I think that your familiarity is correct because you guys have been friends for so long and you love each other so much. We'll have to talk to him about.
We'll
how
see when he
felt.
gets home.
We'll see. He'll be so upset. This will be the second time he's come home while I'm podcasting and immediately berating him. As
I
he
can't
walks through
wait.
the door.
What time does he come home?
He should be home any minute, really.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Is there a third mic? Let's get
No, well, there is, but it's not plugged in.
That's okay.
He's not getting on the pod.
All good.
I did want to mention though before we get into the sleepover games.
Okay.
Which is coming.
Okay.
You know when, and I think it's only happened like twice, but when you and Beck and Michelle and Sam Bowden, he's the only one who hasn't been on the podcast yet, next week, and Jacob and I are all hanging out together. Oh, nothing makes me so happy.
Me too, dude.
Right?
Really, me too. It's my
so
favorite place to be.
cute. It's the best. We need to make it happen more because it's just like,
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those times.
Me
They
too.
don't happen that much. I want to say they happen, but maybe that's why it's good. I don't know.
oh, maybe.
Because it does happen. What do you reckon? It happens like once every 2 months, something like that?
Maybe a bit more.
You reckon?
3, 4. I know, we're busy. That's 6 people to organise.
That's true.
It's
But
very
it
difficult.
is great when we're all
So
together.
good. Oh my God.
It's nice to have a little unit.
Yeah.
I've missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so lovely.
I like being part of a big group,
yeah.
you know?
Interesting.
I-
Okay.
I
You
really-
think you thrive there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I find myself a lot more comfortable in a group of 6 or 7 where everyone knows each other really well. There's a lot of personality and dynamics. It feels sort of different every time.
Yeah.
It almost feels like a sitcom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I'm like this. I find it difficult to have a friendship one-on-one a lot of the time.
Okay.
I find that tough. I feel like my friendships are usually forged starting in bigger groups, and then I find my way to every person individually across time.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
I find it hard to make just a new single friend.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think I like to start that way, but I have found that it is my preferred method of catching up is one-on-one or maybe a couple, 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
But I never want to meet someone that way. The first time if I've just met someone and they're immediately let's get a coffee, I'm like, I feel sick.
Yeah.
I feel sick.
Why is that? I feel the same. I don't.
Maybe it's fear of intimacy.
You think so?
Maybe. No, I don't think so. I think that maybe, I don't know. It could be a fear of rejection because I absolutely adore being around people who know me well enough that I can be fully myself.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Because a new friend, just you and coffee,
Yeah.
feels like an audition for someone's friendship.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I feel that way, but it's like there's anxiety to it where
Totally.
it's almost like a date
Yeah.
where you're like, oh God, I hope they want to see me again. Even if I don't want to see them. That's what's weird.
Yeah.
Even if I
So
don't want to see
strange.
them again, I'm like, I hope they want to see me.
Yeah.
Isn't that a fucking backwards way to be?
It's not good. I mean, it's fine. You're managing.
Yeah, I
You're
seem
alright.
okay.
Yeah.
I think.
I think so. I don't know. We're unraveling something.
Not anything this is just it now. I feel like I used to be a lot more closed off. And I used to sort of really just do yes or no, speak when spoken to, and be
Yeah,
like,
right.
let's stay mysterious in some ways. But so much of, I think that's a deeply male fantasy to be mysterious.
Yeah, it's a female fantasy as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, we want to be mysterious, but then also be able to burp in your face. So
What does that mean?
like
Is that like
literal? It's not a metaphor.
Oh, literally
just-
burping your.
Yeah.
You okay?
Like we want to be mysterious. We want to be perceived as mysterious.
Right, but
But then
also,
also be disgusting and
have the right.
wildly comfortable,
I see what you're saying.
transparent.
See, I think the male version of that. I don't think we want the comfortability. I think we like the idea of being the dude in the corner with a lit cigarette and like a cool hat.
Yeah.
And people go, who is that?
Yeah.
But you need to be like a 9 to get away with that shit. Or you're just the weirdo at the pub, standing by himself.
That's very
You
true.
can't be a 6 and mysterious. That's what is called suspicious. You then start becoming suspicious.
You go on a list.
Yeah. You get mysterious. That's the thing. 8 and down, 7 down, suspicious. 8 and up, mysterious.
Very
That's
funny.
hot privilege. You get to wear a trench coat.
You know what's worse though?
Mm-hmm.
There's, in my findings, most of those 8s and above who are mysterious, they are not intentionally mysterious. They are just dumb.
Yeah, I found that as well.
They're so
That's the
dumb.
other thing. If you're hot, we'll attribute shit to you. You can just be a dumb fuck and we'll be like, no, they're stoic.
Yeah.
There's just
What is he
nothing going on.
thinking? Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. And we're like, I would love to know this person more. Just because they're hot. Because I think it's also like, no one wants to be like, I like them because they're hot.
Yeah.
You need to put other stuff on it so you feel
God,
like a
isn't
good
that
person.
true? Oh my God.
You know?
Yeah.
You can't just be like, yeah, they're hot. I like them exactly for that reason and nothing else.
I don't know why people are so ashamed to admit how shallow they are when it is the most basic and common part of human nature.
Totally. And I'll tell you what, I feel like it's putting pressure on hot people to try like read Dostoevsky and shit like that when it's not in their nature. Just let hot people be hot. Because how many hot people have you seen like on the train or whatever reading like an American literature classic novel or whatever? Nothing going in.
I don't know.
But-
I don't take the train.
Yeah, maybe try. This tells you exactly where I am on the scale. But like, you'll see them trying to like have interesting things around them.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, you used to just be able to be hot, and that was enough. And then we all went like, well, that's shallow, that's base. You need to have something. It's like, just let it be hot.
Let them be hot.
Why do they have to have read 1984? They don't know what the fuck.
they
Who
don't-
cares?
they don't care.
They're going to be fine in every scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Let them be hot.
Let them be hot.
I'm fine with this.
My least favorite thing is when you point out someone's hot and they go, come on, stop it.
Wait, the person themselves?
Yeah.
Why do you not like that?
I think it's just like, do you know you're hot? Let's
Some people don't. A lot of people don't.
Dude, there are people that are obvious 10s that you're like, there's no way I'll tell my most refreshing thing. I saw this last week. I was talking to a girl and she just kept saying, she's like, well, it's different because I'm hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's mad.
Yeah.
Because she was hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, fantastic.
Yeah.
We don't have to do this thing of like, why is everyone nice to me all the time? She's like, yeah, people are great to me because I'm hot. I was like,
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. Well, yeah, sure. You can have some self-awareness with that. But like, look at Eloise Eftos. She has a whole fucking show that she's been doing about how people react to you being aware of your hotness, and it's not good.
No,
People
but
are very upset about a woman knowing that she's hot.
yeah, look, that's also true. But surely that's like at some point you got to be like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
though?
true.
Just
And
like-
I do think that she is pushing the boundaries for the good, and what she's doing is right and great, and
Yeah.
she should and can just say that she's hot. Jacob's home.
What's up, big boy?
Hey, baby.
We're talking about hot people.
There
You came
it
in at the
is.
right time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's awesome that she's just like, yeah, I'm hot.
Yeah.
But it is wild to me the way that people respond to that.
It is odd, yeah, because you have to be like humble about, but it's also, you didn't get a say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of the time it's like, you just came out like this. Why do
Yeah.
you now have to put on this other thing
Yeah.
to justify how God made you?
Well, I do think also though there are actually a lot of ridiculously good-looking people
Sure.
who
Take a moment.
who really think terrible things about themselves.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that whenever you're confronted with someone who you tell them, hey, man, you're hot, and they go, no, I don't think that you should judge them that harshly because they may actually think that they're a disgusting piece of shit.
Yeah, okay. Man, people are complicated.
Aren't they?
I think I'll tell you what it is. I think it's because, like, being hot is the number one thing in my mind. Like, if I could be hot, I would drop everything else.
Wow.
I would not do anything else but just be hot. I would just stand there and be hot. I would do nothing. I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't, nothing. I
You
wouldn't
wouldn't need a job.
Legit, people just start giving you money. Like,
Yeah.
life is fine when you're hot. You don't need a job. Someone will fly you out to Italy.
Yeah.
You just have to spend the summer on the boat because you're hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not doing fucking comedy if I was hot, man.
But what about when you age? Oh, you're a man. Sorry. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's what I'm saying.
Never mind.
Stock only goes up.
Forgot.
Stock only goes up. Yeah, I think that's the tough part. It's like you don't want to get into like your 50s and then still be coasting off of how you looked when you were younger.
It's not just aging. It's also if literally anything happens. Like, I think that's part of
Lose an arm or
the
some
pursuit
shit.
of happiness, right? Is that you get happiness outside of that shallowness because you could lose an arm. You could get your face smacked and then your face is ugly all of a sudden.
That's
Like,
true.
all sorts of shit could happen. I mean, yes, sure, some of us would just opt out at that point.
I think that's just when you find religion, right? Then you just become like a religious person, which you just jump from thing to thing. Like, there is a porn star called Allura Jensen who has just done, like, I'm going to say probably 4,000 gangbangs and is now like a religious preacher. And she's like she's
Awesome.
transitioned now into just
Awesome.
being just exclusively religious content, but she's kept the fake tits. She still has the porn star makeup, but she's talking about the Book of Job.
That's so funny.
Dude, it's awesome. Like, I reckon that's the move. It's like,
That's
okay,
the move.
I'm done being hot. Now I'm going to
Yeah.
go into
And you've got
religion.
the confidence from being hot your whole life too.
Yeah.
So, wow.
That's not a bad transition.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I saw famously handsome man Pat Doherty almost start a cult the other night. You were there? You were there?
Oh, at the Amen.
At
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
shrimp show.
Yeah, at the shrimp show.
I
Yeah.
was like, he could start a cult.
He absolutely could. That was terrifying to look at.
Right?
Again, this is the thing. If you're hot, shit, people just start saying amen. You go, can I get an amen? People go, amen. Whatever you're starting, I want to be a
It's
part of
awesome.
it. Brother,
It was very impressive.
would love to be hot.
Hey,
Hence why big. You know what I mean? My only other option is get massive.
big. Right.
Get
right.
huge and at least maybe like just get the boys' respect.
I mean, you could get plastic surgery if you're not happy with your face.
I don't even know what I would do though. Like, not that I'm like, where do I begin? But just like, how do you, what do you do? Because it's not like a specific thing. I don't have like a thing where I'm like my nose or whatever.
No, you're a good-looking guy.
I'm okay. I'm okay looking. I'm okay.
Ridiculous. But
But-
if you wanted to be like next level, I don't have to work kind of hot. You can pay to do that.
Yeah, I think I would just fuck it up. That's the thing. I think what I would ask for, they'd be like, "You sure?" And I'd be like, "I guess. I don't know," and it would make it worse.
Them to do the deciding for you. What are you talking? I don't think you want it enough. Frankly, I
You
think
might
you
be
love
right.
yourself more than you realize.
No, I do love myself. I genuinely do love myself. But I like to complain.
Yeah, okay, and it's made for a great episode.
You think so?
We should get into some sleepover games now, though.
Okay. What was the other research that you did before we did the sleepover?
It wasn't research. I just had, prompts, questions, a bunch of shit. I was trying to figure out what that game that Yu-Gi-Oh. That's right. I was going to talk.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. We've done.
We
the
didn't get to
talking now.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Are you
I
kidding
know.
me,
I'm
dude?
sorry. Well, you got anything you need to share about Yu-Gi-Oh?
If anybody listens to this, plays Yu-Gi-Oh, hit me up, Master Duel. I would love to play you online. I'm a big fan, and I'm really getting into it. Right now, not a fantastic rank. I think it's Platinum 2, which is, it sounds impressive, but it's
No,
whatever.
it's very embarrassing.
It sounds impressive. If you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, I would love to see you on the traps. I'm actually thinking about going into like physical, like going into the like the card
Physical games,
the
like-
card shops,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
and versing the dorks there,
Wow.
like in person.
Yeah.
I have an idea for a documentary around it. Yeah.
All right. Don't spoil it here.
No, I thought of it today, and I was like, this could be fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That actually does sound exciting. I
Just a
gotta
little
tell
something
you,
else.
listening to you and Michelle bang on about Yu-Gi-Oh for 20 minutes, I
Get jealous?
tried so That's green with envy.
There's always room for you at the table.
I heard.
It's slowly happening.
I heard.
Michelle's in, Lingard's in, I think. And soon it will come for you. You and Beck will be forced to play.
Look, I'll do anything to hang out with my friends, so
That's
I'll
sweet.
be there.
That's sweet.
All right, let's play some games.
All right.
Do you know the game Would You Rather?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, of course.
Wonderful. Good. Well, that's what we're starting with.
All right.
Now, for any listeners who haven't seen your content with the wonderful Andrew Hamilton, you do a very fun parody of like the motivational speaker content.
Alpha Bro content.
Alpha Bro, yeah. Important context, I believe.
Yes.
Would you rather be a real life motivational speaker or only get to tell dad jokes as a comedian?
Oh. Real life motivational speaker, easy.
Really?
Easy, yeah.
Whoa.
Me and Hamo went to one of those as like
Yeah.
research.
Yeah.
We went to this guy called JT Fox.
Uh-huh.
Dude, that you want to talk about cults? That's a cult.
Yeah.
We went to it was at the Star Casino. It started at 8 a.m., finished at 6 p.m. And his final guest was Vince Vaughn.
Awesome.
But everybody on the way up was
He was
just
there?
was
Vince-
like,
Vince
yeah,
Vaughn
Vince
was
Vaughn was there.
actually
Yeah, he showed up.
Love
Love Vince
him.
Vaughn. Right? We went because we were like, this will be good for research. It's free tickets, and
Yeah.
at the end there's Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
So it started at 8. We got there at 10, and the way he runs it is it's basically a gala of motivational speakers.
Okay.
So everyone's getting up and delivering a presentation about their business, how they 10x'd this, what you could do. And then JT Fox had I want to say an hour and a half. He's he calls himself like the number one business coach in all of the world. And so he'll get people up honestly, like a church. He'll get people up and be
I
like,
have seen some of
he'll be
them.
like, what's your business? Someone will be like, I'm a makeup artist. And he's like, have you considered this? Have you considered that? How much money do you make? And he'll reframe their entire business
Damn.
in front of them. And then people will stand up and cheer. It was a cult. It was an absolute cult. And I was like, this is... First off, all bullshit. Everything he was saying was that is so not applicable.
That's what I was going to ask. If it's actually good advice, then that's fine, right?
Most of it was dog shit advice. But because he has you in a fervor that
Yeah.
everyone starts agreeing. And then he spent half an hour on the slideshow just showing him with sick cars. He was like, this is me hanging out with the Prince of Abu Dhabi,
No.
dude. And it's him next to a Ferrari, and
Oh
she's
my
like,
God.
you could have this. And I'm like, I would love to do that, dude.
Oh my God.
He's making
Okay,
crazy bank
okay.
just pointing to himself with sick cars.
I have an ex who's a motivational speaker.
Like a legit one? Is he still doing it?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I'll bleep it. Seamus Evans.
Ooh, okay.
He,
Never heard of him.
He was doing comedy,
Uh-huh.
and he was doing radio. He was on Toasted TV back in the day and Totally Wild and stuff.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to bleep all of this.
Sure, I love Toasted TV, dude.
Yeah, and then he was doing stand up when I met him, and then he just progressed. He's not very good.
Sure, okay.
And then he progressed to doing motivational speaking because he has Tourette's, and had gotten over that to get into TV.
Oh, they love that kind of shit.
Yeah.
The story.
Yeah. And he was making
This used to be
money.
me, and then the clip of him like, fuck, balls, fuck. And then cut back to, now look at me, and he's in a
Yeah.
Tara Cash suit, and he can finish a sentence and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah, they love that
crazy.
shit.
But good money.
Of course, it's good money, because you're tricking dum-dums.
Yeah.
That's it. It's and me and Emma were there were moments where we were sort of buying into
Yeah,
it.
you're like, fuck the parody. I'll just...
Yeah, and you have to realize we have to go. This is
Shit.
we left before. No, we left just after Vince Vaughn came on because
No!
it's obvious. Yeah, well, this is the thing. It was the way I would describe it was it looked like he had something on Vince Vaughn.
What?
Yeah, it looked like he had information. It looked like he found a hard drive of Vince Vaughn's. And this is if you don't come speak
Yeah,
at my
yeah,
event,
yeah.
I'm putting this everywhere. Oh, also, I fucking love telling everyone this. The person that he brought up before Vince Vaughn, so it's been an entire day of important people and progressing in importance, right? Reebok CEO was there, and then so we're going. So you would think the person that he brings out before Vince Vaughn is the second most important person
Yeah.
of the night, right? He brings out his defamation lawyer
Oh.
and just has a Q&A with his defamation lawyer alluding to something that the defamation lawyer made go away. and
Jesus.
just kept thanking him publicly.
Oh my god.
It was bad. Just him being like, honestly, man, I don't think I'd be standing here today if you didn't do what you did. And, some people all just want to bring you down when you get successful, and they tell lies. We know they tell lies. And he's like,
Shit.
yeah. And he's like, so thank you so much. And then he's like, and I'll hook you up with Vince Vaughn. And so it's like dropping this thing of like, did Vince need something?
What?
Yeah. Anyway, Vince Vaughn gets up, and it's not like a business chat with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
It's just a Q&A from the audience. And so people are just like, how was Dodgeball?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, yeah, Dodgeball was great. I love all my films. But yeah, Dodgeball was really fun. That was unique. Yeah, it was good to see. Everybody liked it. So that was fantastic. But yeah, thank you. Did you like it? And then the guy's like, I fucking loved it, dude. And he'll be like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you liked it. And then the next question, someone
What
will be
the
like,
fuck?
you like cheesecake? And then me and Hammer were like, we're done. We can't.
Yeah,
we have
that's
to go.
fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Did his attitude did he seem like he didn't want to be there?
I got a vibe that he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I got a vibe that he didn't want to be there. I don't know. I'm like, it feels weird that of all places you would be at a free event with a business coach.
It's super weird.
Like, he flew him over for this. There's something. I'm like, this is like some weird Epstein-y shit.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Surely he doesn't need the money.
We don't know. Vince Vaughn, one of my heroes.
I don't want to think badly.
Yeah. That's why we had to go. I was like, I can't see him like
True. Oh my god.
I can't see him
wow.
fielding questions about
so
cheesecake.
sad.
He's
so
like trying
funny.
people. Someone brought donuts for him, and he was trying donuts like in silence.
Oh my god. It's
He's like, that's good. And he's like, thank you so much. I make the donut from scratch. Dude. I was like, I can't fucking see him.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. How odd to be a celebrity that is just like a monkey,
Yeah.
Dance for us.
Yeah, well, that is what being a celebrity is.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So yeah, motivational speaker for sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, being limited to dad jokes is fucking weird. It'd be a weird thing.
How was that?
What, doing it?
Yeah.
Doing dad
Yeah.
jokes?
Yeah.
In general?
Yeah.
Doing Yeah Mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about some Patreon content?
No. I had an idea. It doesn't matter. It's fleeting. They don't need to know.
That's okay.
No Patreon content though.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
I wanted to talk shit. I wanted some inside
You wanted
goss
some goss? Okay, I can give you some goss. I
from
mean,
Yeah Mad.
there's I think I saw the guy who runs it on the street the other day.
Oh, did you say something?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't certain.
This is the
I
inside
forgot him.
goss?
Very forgettable.
You saw someone. You think you saw someone.
I've got no goss. I don't know. It's so people are very.
Do you look at the new cast and fucking
I don't look at
you
it.
scum?
I don't look at it.
No?
I'm friends with Pat.
Sure, but when you shake his hand, is there a little bit?
No, I love Pat.
Rat.
And I've met Peyton. And
Oh, yeah.
she's lovely.
Peyton was the hot girl I was talking about.
Oh.
She was the one that was like, yeah, I'm hot.
Oh, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the Bondi confidence.
It is.
Yeah.
I just like to stir up shit between old and new year mad as someone who is in neither parties.
Oh my God,
I've been in the
that's-
green room of Beachside.
Yeah.
And it's been Alan, Fang, and Pat. And like they're just like on their phones next to each
Isn't
other.
Alan on it?
No,
Oh, see, I don't know.
No, Fang's not on it anymore. And they'll be there on their phones just texting quietly, and I'll be like, "This is tense."
That's so funny.
And they're like, "No, we're friends." I'm like, "No, I know, but
Oh, that's so funny. Well,
Come
no,
on.
I asked Sath if he wanted to do this podcast a little, relatively recently, and he was like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't. What with all of the Mad stuff?" And I was like, "I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
yeah."
I have no idea what you're talking
I'm
about."
not entirely sure either, but
I don't know.
I've been keeping up on the TikTok. I saw the guy.
Jacob tries to keep up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been. The guy did a response
The
to the.
yeah, right.
You know, that's the last that I've sort of.
I know
checked
that
in.
he posted some screenshots of a conversation with me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, which was very funny because I can't because he blocked me as soon as I was like, "Oh, I don't want to do it anymore." He blocked me and then changed my name on all of the stuff to the Ginger instead of Chloe, which was petty.
That is petty.
Very strange.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. His name is Ben. That's all I know.
Okay.
He's like an ex-marketing guy.
Just like a shadowy figure that's like.
It's so funny. It's just, I don't know. He seems to take everything very personally.
Yeah, he's it's so odd. I'm like, I want to see this dude's face
Yeah.
because he does seem to just be like puppeting the behind the scenes, like
Yeah.
just get a new thing of comedians that will be okay with whatever I tell them to do.
Well, yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know what kind of disagreements the rest of the cast had because I left before then,
Sure.
but I was just like, it's not lots of fun.
Okay.
And also I don't drink. And
You don't
so-
drink?
Not really. I'll have like 2 or 3 drinks maybe once every 2 or 3 months.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like,
all
yeah, I
right.
really don't like to drink. It's bad for me. I'm
Sure.
allergic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's all right. I smoke a shit ton of weed. So
Mad.
I'm still cool.
That's sick.
Thank you.
Weed is actually the new move.
Yeah.
Weed's the new move, dude.
Yeah. I'm California sober.
Yeah.
Ish.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. I didn't make it up.
Okay.
I
well,
should have said I did.
I take that back.
Fuck. Yeah. No bad blood. Whatever. Thanks for getting into the gossip though. A bit of fun.
We can cut that out. Absolutely.
No, it doesn't matter. I think people like hearing about it, but what's also funny is people, because I was not even complaining. I just was I was getting paid differently to what I was told I'd be paid, and also differently to what everyone else was getting paid.
Oh, that's
Like about a
odd.
quarter of what they were getting paid.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so when I was questioning that, and he also wanted us to come and do like a whole shoot for no pay, and I was questioning all of this, and then he was like, no, but we may be able to discuss, changing your rate in the future. I just said, oh, don't worry about it. I'm probably not going to come back and do any more shoots.
Sure.
And then when I've spoken about this, like on TikTok or whatever, when people have asked, and I only spoke about it because he blocked me and wouldn't let me continue to talk to him. Otherwise, I would have been a lot more professional. But when I did speak about it, people are then like, oh, greedy bitch.
Oh yeah, you can't win.
Like, it's not greedy. It's just
I was getting paid a quarter of what everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, it's also because no one sees this as a job. That's the
No,
thing. It's
exactly.
like because people are fucking like, well, if I got paid to tell dad jokes, I would take whatever. And it's like, yeah, but if
Yeah.
it was your livelihood, you'd
Yeah,
think differently.
But I mean, I also would do a lot of content for nothing or very little.
Most of us do.
Exactly. I just like the transparency around
Yeah.
it. That's all it is. It's like, don't be weird about this. Don't be cagey about it and fucking make me find out when I get paid a shit ton less than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all very silly.
Damn.
Yeah.
You gonna start another one?
No.
No.
I think the other guys are working on something, but
Yeah.
they haven't told me. I'm not invited.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
It's fine.
You don't want to. You don't feel the call from the desk of Google dad jokes.
I liked that I had a platform to tell my dad's jokes.
Oh,
because
yeah, that's
It's been
nice.
very cute.
Oh, that's very wholesome.
It's actually really cute.
That's really sweet.
He said to me the other day that someone told him his joke that I told on there, and he thinks that they heard it from that. And
That's awesome.
I know, right?
Oh,
It was so cute.
that's so
He
sweet.
said they butchered it though. They made it much more succinct and funny. I was like, that's not our style.
That's so great.
Very
okay.
cute.
All right.
Yeah. But no, look, if I want to tell a dad joke, I'll just do it. I don't need no desk.
Totally.
Maybe
Nice.
we'll see.
Okay, all right.
I'll never say no to anything.
All right.
Back to sleepover games. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather be Hamish or Andy?
Easy. Well, let me think about it. Let me actually think about it.
Okay.
There's pros and cons to both.
Uh-huh.
Hamish is the golden child of Australian culture. He's maybe
Australian culture. That's so huge.
But I think so. Like, name another person comedically that has been able to hold on to it as long as he has.
Husey.
I don't know if that's true.
Really?
I think Husey is not as big as he used to be.
I agree.
Whereas Hamish has seemed to just hold this level.
Really? The kids know who Hamish is? He doesn't even gig.
I feel like I see him doing more stuff with like young creators.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I
don't
mean?
Follow him.
You don't follow Hamish? Oh, you must.
I must.
He's look in my heart. I think he's my Steve Irwin.
Okay, wow.
You know,
Huge.
love Hamish Blake. Andy kind of has the ideal life though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
He's got
Andy
it good.
very good in his own right.
Yeah.
Very funny still, but you sort of do just get to let Hamish do the big choices.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And then you just have to be like, Ham, come on. And you get paid probably a little less than him.
Yeah.
That is kind of mad. And
That
seeing
is.
Andy, I think it's like a Guy Sebastian Shannon Knoll thing.
Oh.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Where it's
Yeah.
like Guy Sebastian was number one,
Yeah.
but Shannon Knoll culturally took over in a way. I feel like if you saw Andy, you would probably get a bigger pop of like, oh fuck, that's Andy from Hamish and Andy. You don't think so? You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So I don't know. I feel like Hamish. No, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna say Hamish because I love the man.
Yeah.
I would love to do something like he's doing.
Yeah.
And it's all without stand up. He's done it all without.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like, oh my god, the ideal life, dude. It's like you start work at 2 p.m., 2 p.m. till 3 p.m., and then you go play with Legos on TV. That
what he's
rocks.
doing?
Yeah, he was on Lego Master and shit.
Okay.
Gets to have a beautiful family life, big house, chilling.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, everyone's like, "Hey, what's up?" No one's upset at you. He's never
Yeah.
controversial.
That's so true.
Isn't that nice?
That's pretty good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because on the other hand, it's like a Carl Sanderlands type, where
Don't even get me fucking
he
started.
probably has more money than Hamish.
Definitely.
But I don't think you could go outside without an egg getting thrown at your head. You know what I mean?
It's disgusting. He's from the same suburb as me.
Is he actually?
He's a stain on our suburb. And trust me, there are a lot of stains in that suburb. He's
Yeah.
the worst one.
So Australians do not like Carl Sanderlands.
No, he's a bad man.
Which is so weird how he's become so successful.
And he started as a con man. Like he conned his way into broadcasting,
Did
which is
he?
crazy. Yes, he just applied for a job and lied about his resume. And I mean, you got to respect the hustle
Can't
to a degree.
respect that.
I
It's
know,
kinda
I
mad.
know. But he sucks. It's crazy. The shit that he is saying now blows my mind.
What's he
that
saying?
He's like, all men cheat and they should be allowed to.
Oh yeah, that's when you get a fucking Maybach or whatever the fuck he's doing. It's like you're just so removed from reality.
So removed from reality
Yeah.
and just old and no, he's just gross.
Although I mean, how ideal is it that there's like to be a radio shock jockey?
Yeah.
Feels like an old timey job.
It is an old timey job for a reason,
Right?
But the way that they've made it last is impressive.
Because yeah, it's like Howard Stern for the US or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But Howard
Oh.
Stern, there was like a class to him.
Howard Stern also grew as a person.
True.
That's the interesting thing. You can watch old Howard Stern and watch him now. He's grown a lot.
Yeah, well, back in the day, he used to like put chicks on vibrators in the studio. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he was a bit
He would
cheeky.
just fucking wheel in the Sibian and make your guests sit on the Sibian. Be like, how's that, huh? You like that?
That's back when radio was good.
Also on the radio, just listening to and then
Sibian's
some
a bit more
Jew being like, yeah, you like that? Yeah, she's enjoying it.
Jesus Christ. Oh, it is horrific. He's come a long way.
He really has.
I respect Howard
He's
Stern.
grown.
He has. Kyle hasn't.
No, Carla hasn't. So anyway, long story short, Hamish Blake till death.
All right.
Big time.
All right. Good choice. We have so many more games, but we're running out of time. We got to wrap this up.
Where are we at?
We got to wrap up. But I really want to know your thoughts on this one. Fuck, marry, kill. Mm-hmm. You're right. It's fine.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yes.
Goku.
Uh-huh.
Vegeta.
Yeah.
Piccolo.
Easy. Probably I'm gonna kill Vegeta, even though he's my favorite. Vegeta's my favorite, big time.
Wow.
I think what they've done to him as a character is sad. He should win more in the show. But
I
honestly,
agree.
Vegeta I'm gonna have to kill because I think he'd be a fucking terrible hang. He's an obviously terrible dad.
He's bitter.
He's bitter.
Yeah.
He's always training. Fucking terrible dad, terrible husband, terrible friend until you're in battle with him and that's who
Yeah.
you want. But I'm not often in battle. So I don't have any use for Vegeta. So probably kill him.
Wow.
I'm going to say marry Piccolo.
Great choice. I was really hoping you'd marry Piccolo.
I think marry Piccolo, responsible, stepped up when Goku wasn't a
Yeah.
good father.
Yeah.
Fucking Also, built, still strong, still can protect you.
Sexy.
Sexy, dude.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Husband sexy.
Can fly. Well, they can all fly, but I'm just... This is the thing. Piccolo's roster of cool shit is way shorter than the other two, so I have to, like, really... I'm like, Namekian in charge of the Dragon Balls. Without him, you couldn't get Dragon Balls. You know, there's a lot of... But basically, I think he's probably the one you can rely on the most.
I agree completely.
Goku, impossible to rely on. Again, terrible
He's-
dad.
Oh my god.
Terrible husband.
ADHD. Out the wazoo.
Big time.
My god.
And just dumb as fuck.
He's so dumb.
He's real dumb. I think
but
after
hot.
a little... So hot. I think we wouldn't have a lot to talk about, but we would have wild sex.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Goku.
Okay, great choice.
Yeah.
Wonderful
Fuck
choice.
Goku, marry Piccolo, kill Vegeta. Easy. Who would you be?
I would do literally exactly the same.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I could swap Goku and Vegeta.
Yep.
But I do think there's something about that dumb idiot boy that kind of gets me going.
Yeah. He's got... When they're that dumb, you're like, the dick's fucking fat.
Yeah, it's a really good call.
Yeah.
We got to wrap it up there.
All right.
Thank you so much
Speed
for
round me
coming.
the other game. Speed round me.
No, we can't. I must go. I've got a
Alright,
gig.
fine. Alright.
I got shit to do.
All right.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
This has
Sorry
been
for being a
pleasure.
motor mouth. I feel like I've motor
It's a
mouthed this entire thing.
podcast. This has been so fun. Shut up. Tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me. I have a podcast called Woe Free Lunch with comedian Sam Bowden.
It's really funny.
Thank you. It's our baby. We love it. We'd love to have you over there. And outside of that, I'm just around. If you're a new when's this come out?
Next week.
What day?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh, okay. If you're in Newcastle this Saturday, I've got a show called Alex and Friends at the
What
Newcastle
date is
Comedy
it?
Club. That is the 28th, I
Okay.
think,
Okay,
of
perfect.
September. If you're around there, love to have you. It's going to be mostly like a new material night. It'll be very loose. It'll be me and some other comics. Bowden's going to be there as well. And that's about everything. Yeah, that's G.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
you
you.
guys for listening. I love you so much. Bye.
Much love, team.